It's Friday, May 1st. This is your Eye Opener in 30 seconds. Developing downtown Tampa this weekend, the new Selman Greenway opened.
It's better to get in trouble than to
possibly
end up
die.
dead.
Teens facing new pressure when it comes to alcohol and social media.
Welcome to Clearwater Marine Aquarium.
The Clearwater Marine Aquarium cancels plans to build a new aquarium and research center downtown.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Jameis Winston.
Today, Jameis Winston heads to Tampa as the Buccaneers' new quarterback. It is Friday morning. You're looking live at downtown Tampa. It is quiet and calm and a nice start as we look ahead to the weekend.
Yeah, officially kick off first day of May.
Yeah,
it's already here. Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ian Wright.
I'm Allison Croft. Let's get over to 10 weather meteorologist Bobby Deskins. It was so nice to walk outside and have it feel good once again.
Really, I mean, it was a little bit drier yesterday morning. You could feel that. But today it's not only dry, but it is cooler, guys. Temperatures. Take a look at some of these numbers this morning. 60s and even some 50s on the map. Right now, up in the Crystal River area, we're looking at temperatures right around 58 degrees. 63 in Carrollwood and Sarasota. 57 in Lakeland. To get your Friday started, and there's more where that came from. Yeah, another front comes through later today. All that will do is make us a little bit breezy for the afternoon hours. So a really nice out-the-door forecast, cool and dry, 75 by 10 a.m. We're going to the low 80s today. The weekend starts a little bit of a warming trend by Sunday. I'll go over that in detail coming up with you in just a few minutes. Right now it's 5:30 though. Let's head over to our road warrior Hillary Zal and look at a couple hot spots, and you do have a couple in Hillsborough County already.
Yeah, everything going on right now is actually in the Tampa area. So we have just 3 accidents right now, all of them minor and none of them blocking any lanes. So starting off our Friday, pretty quiet here. This one was actually on 275, but they moved it onto the end of the exit ramp there at West Shore Boulevard right at Lemon Street. Good to go there. No injuries and no roadblock, so you're not seeing any delay there. 301 right at MLK Boulevard, a crash here, just a minor one there. And then also there is some road debris in the center lane on northbound 75 right at Fletcher Avenue, so they're working on getting that cleared out of the way. But normal drive times for you on all of those majors, Ian.
I saw some crews on the Gandy Bridge crossing the bay this morning. Most of that should be clearing out of here, right?
Yeah, around 5:30, 6 a.m. is when they get a lot of that cleared out of the way. But I think that Gandy Bridge construction should already be out of the way.
All right, Hillary, thank you. 5:31 is the time. A lot to watch for today in the Bay Area. A big weekend kicks off with a new way to enjoy downtown Tampa. This is pretty cool. The first ever Riverfest. Riverfest happens in Tampa River at Tampa's Riverwalk. And today the first portion of the new Selman Greenway is opening to us all. 10 News reporter Emerald Morrow joins us live at the Riverwalk where the Greenway starts. This is part of an effort, Emerald, to get more folks out to downtown and kind of walking around the area.
That's right, and whether you like to walk or if you like to ride your bike, this new Greenway is designed to help you get out of your car and take in all of the beauty of downtown Tampa. Now here's the map that we have for you. The Greenway starts at the Riverwalk near Broreen Street and will run for 1.7 miles connecting the Hillsborough River to just east of 19th Street. The trail near the Riverwalk is 15 feet wide and is built in and next to the Selman Express right-of-way. And officials say it will become part of the citywide trails network that includes the Riverwalk, Bayshore, and McKay Bay Trail. Now, just a correction for you, the ribbon cutting ceremony actually happens tomorrow morning at 10:30, and coming up at 6 o'clock, we will tell you more about a free guided tour that is happening so that you and your family can come on down and enjoy the new Greenway. Reporting live in downtown Tampa, Emerald Morrow, 10 News.
That they felt that it would be better for them to stay where they are. And they don't want to be a drain on the City Hall, on our property taxpayers. And so I commend them for making this decision now.
Well, plans for a new Clearwater Marine Aquarium are dead. CMA says it's canceling plans to build a new $68 million aquarium and research center downtown on the current site of City Hall. Instead, the aquarium will be remodeled to the building it's in right now. Clearwater Mayor George Credico says CMA couldn't raise enough money to meet the costs of building that new building.
Happening today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers introduce their newest quarterback. First-round draft pick Jameis Winston flies into Tampa in just a few hours. Then at 4 o'clock today, he'll appear with his new team at One Buck Place. Now, Ian, there's another reason that it's an exciting day in the sports world here in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we got a couple of big things to keep our eyes on over the next few days. So the Lightning continue their quest for the Stanley Cup tonight. You can cheer them on in a big way, even though the first 2 games of the series are in Montreal. Channelside Plaza is going to host 2 Lightning watch parties. Those start 5 o'clock tonight, 4 o'clock on Sunday. And then the Lightning, they're back at Amalie Arena for Game 3, and that is set for Wednesday. Now, two huge events in sports you don't hear as nearly as much about as football or hockey. Boxing in the spotlight for the so-called fight of the century. Tomorrow night between two of the best fighters in the world, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. You can only watch it on pay-per-view. And then there's another event we're talking about, the Kentucky Derby. Right now, American Pharoah is the Derby favorite. The first race of the Triple Crown is set for tomorrow afternoon.
Sheesh, that's a busy weekend.
It is.
Wow, a lot going on. Time now is 5:34. We continue our DUI week coverage with part 2 of a roundtable discussion with a group of Tarpon Springs High School students. The kids talked with 10 News reporter Emerald Morrow about the pressures they face when it comes to alcohol. And they opened up about how these days it's even harder with social media.
Oh yeah, I see the Snapchats.
And all the Instagram posts flaunting what they want others to see as the perfect life.
If you see all that happening, then you're gonna be like, well, I gotta sort of fit in.
Yeah, you feel left out. Yeah, you don't know. You just want to get in with the cool crowd.
A crowd that can sometimes make bad decisions seem so good. In high school, your social life is ruled by social media, and sometimes the pressure to be popular online is just as important as being popular in real life.
I remember seeing an Instagram post, and I remember she was holding a bottle of, I think it was vodka, and it got like 200, 300 likes, and I'm like, how are you all looking at this, liking it, and thinking, oh, this is totally okay?
I see it a lot too. On Snapchat, girls will post like videos, or guys, them drinking, and then you know that they're driving because they were driving before.
So what's behind a kid getting drunk and just being willing to drive?
A lot of the time people think that, oh, like I've only had one drink, I'll be okay to drive, and then they take other people's lives too.
Also partly a deep-seated issue with our society, in that we kind of want to have that reckless abandon. We don't really want to care anymore, and that's what the alcohol does. It numbs us and makes us not really care about our life.
And to the parents watching at home, these kids say it's you who makes the difference in keeping them on the right path.
That open line of communication with parents is important. Without that, kids think they're going to get in trouble, and they're more likely to take risks and drive home drunk.
It's better to get in trouble than to
possibly
end up
die.
dead. Yeah.
You have to let them know that if they're in trouble, they can talk to you, and you might save their life that way. And you can't stop kids from drinking. It's too ingrained in our society. You can only teach people that the dangers far outweigh any benefit they provide.
In Tarpon Springs, Emerald Morrow, 10 News.
If you want to see the full conversation with the students, we have it posted at WTSP.com. And be sure to check out our webpage dedicated to Drive Sober, including a parent-teen contract that you can print out. You can share it with your family. Just go to WTSP.com, click on Drive Sober on the left side of the screen. Ahead, you may have heard about Gwyneth Paltrow's challenge to live just on food stamps. Well, we break down a claim the actor made about families who use food stamps, proving it to be true or false.
Law enforcement needs your help searching for a serial bank robber. So far, they say he's hit up 7 different banks in both Pinellas and Hernando counties. Coming up, I'll let you know what the FBI is doing to get involved.
As we take you to break on this Friday, some other stories making headlines. Chicago is likely to be the site of the president's new library. New York and Hawaii both bid for the honor, but the official announcement, it looks like, is going to happen in the next couple of weeks, and it looks like, again, this will be located in Chicago. Floyd Mayweather, according to this CNN article, is the star athlete that no sponsor will touch. One of the most successful athletes in the world. We're talking about his big fight this weekend, but no advertiser wants him selling their products. The reason why, according to this article, domestic violence charges and a number of inappropriate things that he has had to say over the past several years. Finally, Taylor Swift calling a 12-year-old fan who is battling an aggressive form of cancer. This fan has been following Taylor for years. She tried to get the singer's attention on social media. Then on Tuesday, the phone rang and she got a surprise call from the singer, and they talked for about 10 minutes. The little girl's mom said the smile on her daughter's face is one that she hasn't seen in a long, long time. You can check out these stories and much more by searching for me on Facebook. Search for Ian Wrights once you're on Facebook. 5:42 is the time. Here's what's coming up tonight on 10 News and CBS. The Amazing Race is at 8 o'clock, and we still have a St. Pete woman competing in this season's episode, so check that out. Hawaii 5-0 at 9. 10 o'clock, it's Blue Bloods, followed by 10 News at 11. And stay up for the Late Show with David Letterman. Steve Martin is Dave's guest later on tonight.
Big guests.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. He's always a good time when he stops by Dave's show.
Coming up on the last shows.
I know.
This is it.
All right, but this morning, let's not get to tonight. Let's just enjoy this morning and the nice weather that we have out there this morning, Bobby.
Hey, May 1st. I mean, this is
It's
good
perfect.
weather for
Good.
May 1st. You don't walk outside and go, refreshing, but you will this morning. 59 in Arcadia, and this is basically the stretch. In fact, Lakeland's at 57. But from Bradenton Beach to St. Pete, we've got 70 to 71 degrees. Those are the warm spots this morning. It is nice out there. 58 in Crystal River, 63 in Carrollwood and Clearwater this morning. The average low is in the mid to upper 60s at this time, so we're running below average. And that's the reason why the dew points. And we talked about these dropping. They have done so. They will drop more later today as another front comes through and brings even drier air, some upper 40s for dew points for our northern counties by tomorrow morning. There it is. That's the frontal boundary here, and the drier air back behind it coming through. Notice high clouds, that's it. And in fact, those are moving out of the way. So quiet forecast for today. Let's go over to Storm Tracker 10 Futurecast. We'll take a look at it here. I have clouds and rain on the model here, but there's just not much to show you. There go a couple of clouds. That's the frontal boundary coming in about lunchtime today. Notice the wind arrows. Watch as they get a little bit bigger and longer. That's indicating that we have a little bit more wind. So it does get breezy this afternoon, about 15-mile-per-hour winds with gusts in the low 20s, but that's not a big deal. Sunny all the way through and dry. So man, outdoor lunches, it's a little crowded out there yesterday. I think it'll be more so today. 82 for a beautiful Friday afternoon, the first day of May. Sunrise at 6:50, goes down at 8:04 this evening. Friday evening plans dry all the way through, very, very comfortable. Watch party for the Lightning tonight. Incredible weather for that. Oh man, it's going to feel nice out there. About 74, 75 degrees at game time. And we're talking 60s just beyond midnight. Now tomorrow morning will be the coldest morning of this stretch with 53 in Crystal River, 56 in Brooksville, Spring Hill about 58 degrees, and even Newport Richey in the upper 50s tomorrow morning to get Saturday started. Tampa will be about 63, McDill at 62, same thing in Sarasota, and Lakewood Ranch. We could get some readings in the upper 50s. I think would bottom out right around 60 degrees on average. And you can see Polk County generally in the upper 50s. Here's your weekend forecast, guys. Beautiful on Saturday, 82 degrees. All your outdoor activities. We got a lot going on this weekend, by the way. It's going to be a great weekend for those outdoor activities. Sunday, warmer, 86, and more of an easterly wind. That'll try and drag on just a little bit more humidity. That's it. It's no big deal. Still quiet, nice and dry over the weekend. Hey, about an hour and a half ago, there was a pretty big earthquake in New Guinea here, 7.1, but it was really deep, 38 miles. So I'll keep an eye out for any damage reports. But 7.1 is a big one. So yeah, that's something to watch. 7-day forecast for us, guys. Great weekend ahead. Monday, Tuesday, the humidity starts to come back. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to see a few showers and some tropical moisture coming out of the southeast, out of the Caribbean, but just afternoon storms for us. And then a little bit drier air by Thursday. Okay, 5:45 and a half. Here's our road warrior, Hillary Zallis. She's keeping an eye on those roads this morning. Looks like Pasco County this morning.
Exactly. A crash just reported in Pasco. Good morning, Bobby. And everyone, if you are in the Pasco area, just one accident. It's been very quiet in Pasco. This is on Jasmine Boulevard in Port Richey, right at Maricopa Avenue. No reports of any roadblock here. This is a reported hit-and-run accident. Not getting any reports of any injuries, though, so just a minor one. Hillsborough County, you are having a lot happening this morning, but a lot of it is just minor. But this is where we have most of our crashes in the Tampa area right now. Now, this is just some road debris blocking the center lane on northbound 75. They're still working on getting this out of the way. This is right at Fletcher Avenue. Not affecting drive times, though, at all. 75 northbound if you're heading between Leroy Selman Expressway and the Apex. Just 24 minutes is that drive time for you. And then from University Parkway on up to the Apex, 12 minutes is that drive time. I-4 looking good eastbound and westbound as well between 275 and 75, just 9 minutes there. And 275 drive times, same thing, very quiet, just 15 minutes for you between the Apex and I-4 right now. A couple of other things happening, though. There is a crash still getting cleaned up on 301 right at MLK Boulevard. This is also not blocking any lanes, causing any problems, and no injuries there. And then another minor accident for you on West Shore Boulevard. This actually happened on 275, but they moved it to the end of the exit ramp here right at Lemon Street. This is just a minor one, but police are there on scene. Some good news for you, northbound drivers on Dale Mabry Highway right at 275. That construction has completely wrapped up. You're good to go there. No need to take any detours. This could be happening for the next couple of days, though, as they work on the bridge there on northbound Dale Mabry Highway right at 275. So just expect possibly some lane closures, but I'll let you know if that does happen again. It is all open back up for you. Hey, if you have any problems out there on the roads today, any time of the day, just email me where it is, what the problem is. I'll make some phone calls for you. Try to get you some answers. That email is roadwarrior@WTSP.com. Allison, over to you.
Hillary, thanks. Most of us, if we're lucky, can't imagine what it's like to live in poverty and on government assistance. But recently, there's been an online challenge encouraging people to spend a week living and eating like they're on food stamps. Oscar winner Gwyneth Paltrow accepted that challenge from her friend and celebrity chef Mario Batali to live on food stamps for a week. Paltrow tweeted out this message. This is what $29 gets you at the grocery store, what families on SNAP, i.e. food stamps, have to live on for a week. Now, her basket included eggs, romaine lettuce, brown rice, and 7 limes. Now, you can argue all day if you want to if this is going to keep a family from hunger, but is it accurate? PunditFact says if you want to understand SNAP, you need to know what it stands for, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. The key word there, supplemental.
It's not supposed to represent your entire food budget. The government has a calculation based on your income or your lack of income, and they determine what you need to help offset what you're already bringing to the table, what you need additionally.
$29 is the average of what a SNAP recipient gets each week. That's all benefits divided by all people. Some people get more.
If she were referencing an individual who had no income, the weekly amount would be much higher. It would be about $45 to $48. That's not going to reassure people who are really scraping by, but Paltrow, she was missing some of the finer points of how the program actually works.
Since Paltrow said families on SNAP get just $29 a week, PunditFact rates her claim mostly false. Many low-income families have access to other programs like WIC, which stands for Women, Infants, and Children, and free and reduced meals at schools. You can learn more about this fact check at our website, WTSP.com.
5:49 is the time. So Tesla, the company known for luxury electric cars, is trying to make its way into your home. CEO Elon Musk announced plans Thursday night for battery systems. These can store solar power for homes and businesses, weaning the world off of oil and gas. The new Powerwall will cost about $3,000. All right, coming up, the unusual pet up for adoption at One Humane Society. And all this week here on 10 News at 11, we're giving out a secret word so you can enter for a chance to win a 7-day cruise on Norwegian from Miami. It's pretty nice. So all you have to do is watch 10 News at 11, get the secret word, download the 10 News app, or head to our Facebook page and enter. We've got all the details for you and the rules on our website, WTSP.com.
As you're headed out the door this morning, don't forget you can follow us at WTSP.com on your iPad, your cell phone, and your laptop. And this weekend on 10 News Sunday Morning with the Tampa Bay Times, we look at the unique relationship between hospice workers and the families of their patients. We also show you how a 78-year-old trapeze performer is making a comeback. And 10 weather meteorologist Ashley Beatty has what you need to know for all those events taking place outside this weekend. Be sure to join us Sunday morning at 8:30.
And one of the places you may want to check out this weekend is the Riverwalk. Here's a live look at downtown Tampa this morning. Another section opening up. We're going to check in with Emerald Morrow coming up in a few minutes. She's got much more on what that means for you and your family. 5:50 is the time.
53 minutes after 5 o'clock. Good Friday morning to you. Great start this morning, 50s and 60s. Great finish this afternoon. That ride home from work, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Winds up a little bit. That's it. Northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, but nice and sunny at best. At worst, I should say, it'll be partly cloudy. We actually have a low pressure system moving through the mid-Atlantic. It's actually dropping southward, so travel issues could be a problem through the Carolinas, even through D.C. Kate's in at noon today. She'll track that for you, and of course Jim will be in at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. Otherwise, there's really quiet weather except for that frontal boundary that's coming across the northern plains. It is cool in the northeast. Highs in the 60s to barely 70, 71 degrees. But watch what happens if you have travel plans this weekend in the next week. Things start to warm up, not only out west, of course, but in the Northeast where things have been relatively on the cooler side. It's actually going to be pretty quiet weather-wise this next stretch of 7 days for most of the country. All right, 5:54. Let's head over to our road warrior, Hillary Zala.
Polk County looking good this morning. Haven't had any reports of any accidents, no delays this morning, so you're looking good. Polk Parkway and I-4, and then Manatee and Sarasota County also. You had some overnight construction on 75. That's all been cleared. That was right near Sumter Boulevard. Now you're good to go. You're in the green. Getting reports, though, of an accident in Tampa on Bayshore Boulevard, so I'll go get some more information on that and bring it to you at the top of the hour. Allison and Ian, over to you.
A Toledo Area Humane Society, you can adopt dogs, you can adopt cats, and in this case, even a rooster.
Yeah, so meet Manny the rooster. His owners, though, had to give him to the Humane Society because his neighbors just couldn't sleep with all his cockadoodle doing.
They didn't like that?
They didn't like it. The Humane Society says roosters make good pets because they're good at getting insects out of the ground and being a natural alarm clock, which actually put Manny in there in the first place.
Yeah,
so.
You can't snooze him, though. That's the problem. You can't just sleep for 5 more minutes.
It's true.
You just got to get out and chase him off, maybe.
Hopefully he finds a forever home.
Yeah, I hope so.
We're putting the news back in the morning. Coming up on 10 News this morning, a dangerous armed bank robber strikes again, and what the FBI is now doing to stop it.
And it's official. Jameis Winston is coming to Tampa Bay. Not everyone is excited. We're going to tell you how fans are reacting to this one this morning. Plus another check of weather and traffic coming up in about 3 minutes.